everyone, and hello to all the pageant fans all over the world, the universe rather, and to my old subscribers, to my new subscribers and returning viewers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching this episode right now and you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Help me to grow this channel and to reach a milestone here in YouTube simply by clicking the subscribe button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's episode here in my channel, I'll be sharing with you guys my honest pageant insight about the recent concluded closed-door interview as part of the preliminary competition in Miss Universe Philippines 2022. So without further ado, let's start this episode now. Aklan struggled all throughout the closed-door interview, and sad to say, for me, she did not make it in this round of competition. Next is Albay, and as expected, she aced this round of the competition. She's actually one of the candidates who stood out for me all throughout the closed-door interview. What I like about her is her spontaneity. She was very relaxed and calm, full of confidence. She was very poised in answering those questions, and she's full of life all throughout the closed-door interview. Next is Baguio. Baguio for me lacks of composure, and the delivery was actually not on point whenever she answers those questions. Not just that, her answers are far from the questions that is being asked to her. All throughout the closed-door interview, I can definitely say that Q&A is not her thing. Next is Batanes. She did a great job all throughout this closed-door interview. She was very spontaneous, and she really gave a concrete answers to those questions. So good job to Batanes. Next is Benguet. She sounded so nervous all throughout the closed-door interview, and her answers were not impactful for me. Next is Bulacan. She entered the room full of self-confidence, and that's what I like about her. And to be fair with Miss Bulacan, she managed to answer those questions correctly and also gave a sensible answer to those questions. Next is Bohol. And as expected, she answered those questions effortlessly and full of confidence. Q&A and interview challenge is really her strength in this competition. Next is Cebu City. Her conviction was there in answering those questions. However, it's not the best performance for me. During the closer interview, it is pretty obvious that she was a bit nervous, and my only problem is that baka magkaroon siya ng mental block if ever na mas kinabahan pa siya, and she might not be able to answer or give a concrete answer to a question. So for me, it's not her best performance when it comes to the closed-door interview. Next is Cebu Province. I just want to be honest with you guys that she gave a shallow answers to those questions. It's not really her best performance for me, because if you will try to watch her performance, I have to say na mapapansin nyo na paikot-ikot lang yung sagot niya in every questions. Next is Davao del Norte. I love the tone of her voice, the clarity whenever she speaks. The intelligence that she displayed all throughout the closer interview was very impeccable for me. It was really an amazing and impeccable performance from Miss Davao del Norte. Next is Davao del Sur. What I like about her is that she's very relatable. She's very convincing. She aced this round of the competition because for me, she speaks from the heart. That's something that I'm really amazed, and I really admire her for doing such a great job in this round of the competition. Next is Ilocos Sur. I just want to be honest with you guys that somehow I was disturbed with her proper posture, during the closed-door interview. To be honest and to be fair with Miss Ilocos Sur, she gave a sensible answers to those questions. However, the opportunity that I observed or I noticed will be proper composure and proper delivery. Next is Iloilo City. I love her confidence. I love her spontaneity, and the intelligence that she displayed all throughout the closer interview was amazing for me. Next is Iloilo Province. What I like about her is the proper posture that she displayed all throughout the closed-door interview. Plus, she was very calm, very relaxed, that composure that she displayed whenever she answered those questions, that intelligence that she displayed, that self-confidence all throughout the closer interview was really amazing. And again, it's not really a surprise for me that she will deliver in this round of competition. So congratulations to Miss Iloilo Province. Next is Laguna. To be fair with Miss Laguna, she gave sensible answers to every questions. However, for me, it's not that impactful. Next is Lapu-Lapu City. I so love her honesty all throughout the closed-door interview. She did pretty good in this round of competition because for me, she relayed her answers to her real-life experiences. So good job to Miss Lapu-Lapu City. Next is Las Piñas City. Overall performance was okay, but somehow it lacks of conviction whenever she answered those questions. So it's just a so-so performance for me for Miss Las Piñas City. Next is Makati. For me, she did not ace this round of competition compared to other delegates like Albay, Bohol, or Miss Negros Orientales, or maybe because I'm just expecting too much from her. But if you're trying to watch her overall performance during the closed-door interview, yung sagot niya umikot lang about her grandmom, about the values that her parents taught her, and so far paulit-ulit lang for me yung sagot niya. So I guess it could have been better sana if medyo iniba niya yung sagot sa ibang tanong. In that way we can actually get more insight about her, about her knowledge, about her intelligence or ideas on how she can even answer these questions. I hope I'm making sense. Next is Mandaue. It's pretty obvious that Mandaue really struggled in this round of competition. She had a hard time, processing her thought organization. So it's pretty obvious that Q&A, closer interview is not really her forte. Next is Negros Orientales. I love the fact that she sounded giving a statement rather than an answer to every questions that is being asked towards her. If you get what I'm saying. The way how she answered those questions is not really like giving an answer, but giving her own statement, her own stand to a question. That's one thing that I really appreciate about her. Second will be her spontaneity, that composure all throughout the closer interview. So it's all good for me. It's not even a surprise. And as expected, she will definitely perform, deliver, and ace this round of the competition. Next is Negros Oriental. Negros Oriental was not able to give a concrete answer to every question. Somehow, the opportunity that I actually observed is that she needs to have a proper training when it comes to composure and proper, training as well when it comes to delivering her answers. Next is Nueva Vizcaya. She lacks a proper composure whenever she answers a question. And it's pretty obvious that she struggled all throughout the closer interview and she had some difficulties in elaborating her answers. Next is Palawan. To be fair with Miss Palawan, she was able to answer those questions that is being asked to her. But the only problem is that the confidence was not there. Next is Pampanga. The way she answered those questions are very direct, but it has no impact for me. Next is Pangasinan. I noticed some errors when it comes to her pronunciation of the words. And whenever she speaks in English, she thinks Tagalog or she thinks Filipino, if you get what I'm saying. She lacks of spontaneity, conviction whenever she answered those questions, and of course, proper posture and composure was also not present during the closer interview. Next is Pasay. The moment she entered the room, she displayed that elegance, beauty, that classy type of beauty. That's really what I like about her. However, there was a technical problem. I think there's something to do with the audio because I was not able to hear her answers to the first 2 or 3 questions. But at the latter part of the interview, it was fixed naman. And if you're going to ask my honest pageant insight, like what I always say in the past, she may not be able to give that concrete or on-point answer, to a question. She did pretty good in this round of competition because the composure was there, the confidence was there. She gave sensible answer to questions, so it's all good for me. Next is Quezon Province. She managed to answer these questions appropriately. But for me, somehow she lacks of conviction and that power in every statements. Feel ko yun yung kulang sa kanya. Next is Rojas City. She was very relaxed all throughout the interview. And for me, the way she answered those questions were very informal. I don't think that it's, the proper way how you will answer, a questions during the closer interview. Next is San Juan. Not a proper outfit for me for a closed door interview in Miss Universe Philippines. I love her being calm. Her spontaneity was there, but somehow the way she answered those questions lacks of conviction. Next is Taguig. I love her overall look. I love her styling, her makeup. She looks very presentable. And she looks so sophisticated as well with her overall, styling. And as expected, this part of the competition will be the real challenge for her. Unfortunately, I have to say that she was not able to deliver. She was not able to ace this round of competition. Next is Victoria's City. Just like Miss Taguig City, she looks very presentable and very sophisticated with her overall styling. I so love it. When it comes to her closer interview performance, to be fair with her, she gave a sensible answer to its questions. However, for me, parang kulang ng power the way how she speaks or the way how she delivers her answer. So that's what I just simply noticed about her overall performance in this round of the competition. Now let me share with you guys who made it as part of my top picks in this year's preliminary closed door interview competition. First on my list will be Albay, Batanes, Bohol, Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, Iloilo City, Iloilo Province, and Misamis Oriental. So that'll be all for today's episode here in my channel. I hope that you guys also watch out for my official top 15 in this year's competition. And I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for loving your support. I really, really appreciate you. And always remember to stay kind because you can never go wrong with kindness. I love you all.